everyone. It's Friday, and usually you're used to seeing a video from me on YouTube, and so I thought let's do a Friday live. This is actually something that we are going to try to do more of is Friday live. I've been doing a few Saturday lives from home, um, but that's always a little bit hard to do just because I got kids and the wife's here and then family time and I already spend so much time at work during the work week. So, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to do something different on Friday. This Friday, at least, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to play hooky, and the house is quiet. No one's here. No little kids are going to be coming and knocking the door to say, "When are you going to come out, Daddy?" Hello, Aram. And so, I actually just using my cell phone again today, but we are in the midst of trying to set up something more sophisticated to not only stream to YouTube Live, but also stream to Facebook. Good morning, DE Razor Shaving. Good morning, Greg. So I actually just got a new camera, a 90D, Canon 90D camera, and I am in the midst of trying to figure out how to get it all set up and configured with my laptop to stream to multiple platforms at once. And so that may be for another live video in the future. Thanks, Matt, for the message there. And so maybe next time you'll see me in more HD quality, and we'll work out some of the technical issues. But this is something I really want to do more of, is to try to do more content for you guys live. So I'm actually just going to plug my phone in so that I have no issues with any battery while we're going. All right. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm just using my old, this is like a 2 or 3 year old Samsung Galaxy Note that I really like using. So, hello, Terry. So we're actually going to start kind of like we did last time. I think I'm just going to trim the goatee a little bit. So we'll bust out my clippers. That's right. I kind of been liking this little point thing, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna trim it down. The great thing with facial hair is that it grows back, right? And so if you trim it, as long as you have a decent beard pattern, it'll come back. So we're gonna get this guy plugged in. Just got the old wall here. I think I talked about this in another video. I really just, I've had smaller little beard trimmers over the years and such, but this is one that doesn't get hung up on anything. So we're going to go ahead and... Good morning from Tucson, Arizona. All right. Yeah, still a little point. It's gone. Just like that. Good morning. So if you're in Tucson, maybe you'll be inclined to come to our meetup. I'm actually really excited about that. So in just about a month's time, on February 26th in Phoenix, Arizona, Razor Emporium is going to be hosting a local meetup, and anyone's welcome to come. There's a Facebook group I started called Arizona Shavers. So if you're on Facebook, you want to join it, I'm the admin. And we've had a couple meetups over the years, but it's been way too long. Good morning from Germany, from Colorado, from Tennessee. So it's been way too long. People have been hesitant to want to get together for COVID stuff, and I totally get that, and that's respectable. And if you don't want to come, that's fine. Or if you want to come and wear a mask or whatever, that's cool. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. But we're going to get together at Razor Emporium, and I'm going to be doing a shop tour for people. We'll do a plating demonstration. We're going to do a soap making demonstration. And then we're going to go across the street to a little brewing company and have some lunch. So again, that's February 26th. Doors open at 9. Event starts at 10 o'clock. Hello from Japan. I'd rather be shaving. Yeah, maybe we'll get back to that show. That was a fun show. Wouldn't mind getting back if everything is right. Tom Lowe is signed up to be there. Well, good. So I'm actually just going to use a little washcloth to kind of let my face. I actually did take a shower about 30 minutes ago before I started playing with these camera settings. Hope all is well, Kyle Germ. KG, thank you. Hope all is well with you. So yeah, we have about, I think, 20 or 30 people signed up to come to the event. Hello, Alex. So I really like using a washcloth in the shower, or, it's better than using just your hands if you're not already coming out of the shower and everything's all wet. Does a great job of exfoliating and lifting up the hair and getting everything ready to go. So for today's soap, I had a comment last time and said, Matt, you've been using this DR Harris Windsor, which I still have not gotten in touch with them. I finally asked a friend of mine who's the USA rep for Edwin Jagger. I said, give me the phone number. I'm just going to call DR Harris. I have emailed them and hit them up on social media with no luck. But we had a comment last time that said, Matt, why don't you use your own stuff? And I'm always hesitant to kind of shill and be like, hey, look at this. But this is actually a really, really great soap. It's the same soap base as all the Razor Emporium soaps, but we did add some menthol. And this was our winter surprise or winter special. We called it Snowy Alpine Rush, and we were doing these as a winter mystery. So, people didn't exactly know what it smelled like, and it was more of a mystery, but it has a real woodsy smell. It has some menthol. I actually liked the menthol so much added in. I told our soap maker DJ, I said, let's have a menthol soap, because we don't have one. We have just a regular soap base, and I'm like, let's do a menthol soap. So this may be a permanent addition or something a little bit maybe a little different scent. Another thought I had was to take the Element 47, which is based off of the Creed Silver Water scent, and to add menthol to it, but we'll see. Anywho, so I'm grabbing I guess it'll just be a total shill today. I'm grabbing the Razor Emporium brush and the Razor Emporium soap. I'm Mr. Razor Emporium today. We're just gonna do all the products. Oh, how can I forget? My secret ingredient. I'm sitting here blabbing. Forgot my secret ingredient. And what is the secret ingredient? Proraso. The Proraso, I'm actually getting to the bottom. Look at that. Would you look at that? Getting to the bottom. Yeah, I saw that meme recently of the guy saying, would you look at that? It's pretty funny. So now I'm catching myself saying that all the time. Your soaps are great, Matt. Just used Old School this morning. In fact, don't be shy. Tom Love. Well, thank you. Yeah, the Old School is a really cool custom blend. Good morning from Barcelona. Custom blend with that Old School, a lot of different scents. It's funny because I kind of wanted just like an Old Spice, that's why I call it Old School. And I kept on researching all the different notes, and we actually just kind of came up with something kind of our own. I think it's pretty unique. It's definitely the most complex scented soap that we make with so many different notes, and you can read all the different notes on the website. But there's like black pepper in there, and leather, and musk, and I think vetiver. There's just so much different stuff going on. Okay, so we're making a giant lather here very easily. What's your opinion on the PAA Cube versus Proraso White for pre? I've used the Cube a couple times. There's some videos on our YouTube channel, and I really like it. I wouldn't say one's a clear winner. I think I just use the Proraso pre-post because I actually really like to work it with my fingers. Whereas a Cube, you're putting it on it. I think either one are great options. Pennsylvania. Yeah, so this has got the menthol going on, and there's just a slight bit of menthol, I think, in the Proraso white. So it's definitely going to be a cool shave. Dad joke time. And my kids aren't here, so I gotta make all the dad jokes. Look at that. Look how fast this lathers up and how big of a lather it makes. We get these guys that come into our lobby in Phoenix. Organic shave soap. This is, I mean, depends on what you mean by organic. I used to work in the food industry. When I was in college, I worked for like 11 different food companies, and they all kind of pooled together to put me as a product rep and other people's product reps, and I'd go into natural food stores and go talk to this, dairy manager about this egg company or the Organic Valley milk or whatever. And the word organic is really confusing because there's not actually a lot of regulations around what the word organic means and how far up the food chain is it organic. So I don't know how to answer that question. Blizzard in New Jersey. Yeah, but look at this lather. Easy. Oh, I was saying we get guys in the lobby who come in and they will say, I can't make a lather, my lather's really thin, and I'll just do a quick demo in the bathroom. I'll like come in the bathroom with me. I'm gonna show you. And they're always amazed. Like I'm like, well, you just weren't using enough water, or you just weren't doing enough agitation. And so, simple. To me, soap lather making's always been simple. It's just like either agitate it more, add more water, add more product. There's not a lot of variables here. And I get it. Some products I've used are just not really, they don't really lather up great. So, but this is not one of them. The Razor Emporium lather just explodes on the scene. Look at this. If I wanted to do multiple passes, I could do a ton of passes with this. Look at all that soap. Look at all that lather. What a shame. Chris Countryman says, I've had a couple of razors revamped and you do great work. Thank you. Well, thank you. All right, so I've had a couple shaves with this blade. No, I actually did change this recently. So we're not with the, who's talking about switching natural deodorant? I was using the Persona 74 for a while, but now we're using a Paul Silver. This is actually a vintage new old stock Paul Silver. Rex Ambassador is out for delivery. Fantastic. Oh, that's another thing. We just sent an update yesterday, but I'll give you guys an update. And I am using the Ambassador. On the console, so we have a new Rex razor coming out, the console slant adjustable, very cool. And that is actually going to be, we're getting parts next week from our machine shop. We already got all the handles, but we're getting the heads next week. And we have to do all the assembly, all the tumbling, finishing, laser engraving, brush finishing. Everything happens in our shop. That'll all start happening next week. And we want to be really safe and say February 12th. February 12th is shipping date. It very well may be a couple days before, but we just want to be safe. I'd rather, under promise, over deliver. Bought your Element 47. Let me just click on that, see if I can read that comment again. There we go, live chat. Bought your sample soap pack and love the Element 47. Yeah, I may leave the Element 47 just as it is. I may do the menthol version. The whole idea of the Razor Emporium soaps was not to be like, the next flavor of the week soap maker guy. And I'm not criticizing those guys, Doug and WSP and, A&E and all these great brands are doing fantastic, but the soap is not our main bread and butter, so we don't have to keep on mixing it up and putting new things out. I'd rather kind of have like tried and true classics that are stuff we make in house. So that's why the idea of a menthol soap, I actually told DJ, I'm like, let's just do a Parasso knockoff. Let's put eucalyptus and menthol together. And I'm like, no, come on. We'll try to think of something more original than that. Honestly, I really like this Alpine. This may be it. Just tell people, hey, yeah, it smells like the forest, but it's a great combination when you're using it together. Yeah, it smells very Christmassy, very wintry, but who knows? Maybe people like it all year round. When it's winter, or sorry, when it's summer and it's 90 degrees out, you can get that alpine smell and that menthol. It's actually kind of challenging using the phone as a mirror. First off, there's a little bit of a delay. You move and if there's like a lag time, right? But then just the angle's a little bit different. I have not used Parker razor blades, so I can't comment. I thought, this is just hearsay, I thought they were either Lord or Derbies that are rebranded. I mean, the first clue would be to look at what it says for the country of origin. It should say, I mean, I think that's a 99% sure that's like a US securities and trade law. You have to say where something comes from. Gonna use my Envoy tomorrow. Great. You like the Feather ASD? Yeah, the Feather's great. I always tell people, I have people call me on the phone and they'll say, hey, Matt, do you like the Feather ASD too? And I'm like, I do. And if you want a stainless steel Gillette Tech, that's the ASD too, because it's identical in every way to a Gillette Tech. You need to bust out a few straights, mate. Actually, I did a straight razor review video, and it'll be coming out one of these Fridays. We've had about 4 or 5 videos that are maybe even 6 videos that we've shot and that we just haven't put out yet. We're trying to do one a week, and we shot a bunch in December. And we just didn't release them, so we have like a bank. So you'll see one every week. Today's a live video, but we definitely did a straight razor review on the Rex Sovereign 7/8 carbon steel hand ground blade. Stoked for the meat. Who makes the Vanderhagen blades? Ice tempered, made in Germany. I don't know. Probably Merkur, honestly. Okay. Nice, quick, easy shave this morning. Trim the goatee down. Some days I really like the pointy look. My wife sometimes likes it, and sometimes I was looking at myself and like some pictures. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna trim it back down. Just doing a little, I'll call it seek and destroy. Kind of just feeling out for any little stubble patch, anything I missed or didn't go, close enough, and just destroy. But it's a dangerous game, at least for me. My cheeks are pretty good with seek and destroy with no lather, just a little bit of some wetness, slickness, residue, lather residue, but my neck not so much. Um, European beard. Yeah, I feel the stubble. Rex Envoy, good. I have a European beard too. I'm of Czech Republic and German heritage. Those are my two main ancestries, is German and Czech. And so I have a very thick beard. Do I still feel stubble? Yeah, but guess what? I don't want ingrown hair. So I could do 5 passes and get it perfect and feel nothing. And then tomorrow I'm going to wake up and it's all going to be red down here. And then I'll be battling for the next week to get ingrown hairs out of my neck. So which one's better? I can't do the BBS. I wish. Oh, DJ, I was just talking about you, DJ. I am using Snowy Alpine, which DJ came up with. So I was just telling our YouTube audience that I think this may just be a soap. You know, we were playing with maybe mentholating the Element 47. I don't know. I really like this. I've been using it ever since you told me to take one home. And I took it home and I'm like, this is really great. So I'm just finishing up with some cold water here. It feels great overall. I mean, is it perfectly BBS smooth? No, but it's like really, really, really passable, you know, good, close and comfortable. Do a pat dry. Don't ever do a rub dry. That can also irritate your skin or cause ingrowns. Just pat dry. And to really add to the mentholated cooling experience, to quote Arnold Schwarzenegger, cool man, cool. We're going to use some fine platinum. Really like this. I think it's one of my absolute favorite scents. I know this is the Creta Olympus, I think, or Aventus, but they did a fantastic job with it. I like this. I've had this bottle for like a year or so. So, Carve, are we going to carry Carve? Yes, I've put in 5 orders with Carve. Carve won't fill my orders. They either can't keep up or don't want to keep up. I don't know. I like Christopher. I met Christopher. He came out to Big Shave. We smoked cigars together. We drank whiskey together. I don't think it's a personal thing. I think he's just having a trouble keeping up with demand. And he also is running a machine shop where they're making other products. But DJ, our customer service and soap making person, reached out to him and he promised he was going to fill an order. So he put in a multi-$1,000 order for Carve razors. And that's been like 3 weeks ago, so we'll see. I want to carry, I love them, they're great. I even told him, don't worry about the sandblast. I'll sandblast them for you. Just machine them and send them to me. I'll take care of all the finishing for you. So I'm trying, guys. But yeah, finishing up with this, just feels so good. I'm doing the face turbation. I just keep on rubbing because it feels good. Moving that balm around. Will you ever have scratch and dent ambassadors? We don't plan on them. Usually they're either returns or we're assembling them and maybe something, you know, gets a little bit dinged or scratched. So we never plan on it. When they're there, they're there. Get it if you see one. It's not like we have like a separate little batch off to the side. Like sometimes we'll have, you know, something like, you know, oh, this too, something, you know, got knocked in the tumbler or the laser engraving wasn't perfect, so they're scratch and dent, but we don't plan on it. They come around when they come around. So if you see one, get one. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we've been live. Where's the best place to get bang for the buck blades for my gem blades? Well, we sell gem blades. If you want to buy a bunch, you can go to Ted Pello. That's where we get them from. I'll tell you what, we've been live for 24 minutes. I'm going to stick here until it's been 30 minutes, so another 5 minutes or so. This is a time for any Q&A. I'm in the bathroom. You guys have 5 minutes. if we can keep some interesting comments and questions going. Thanks. I missed it. Sorry, from Boston. Nice shave, Matt. Thank you. Look at this. Not too bad. Not too bad. And yeah, I'm liking my goatee trim back down. I feel like a younger man. You know, I was looking at pictures of myself from a few years ago. Favorite straight razor. I'm gonna sound like a broken record. I really like the Ralph Ost. I've done a couple reviews with the Ralph Ost, and I'm always just like, ooh, that's great. Um, yeah, Geisen and Forstoff. Yeah, the Timor blades. Yeah, he's probably exactly right. Geisten and Forstoff. I'm probably saying that wrong. Yep. When will there be a next Big Shave Southwest? Will you do a video for the meetup? I'm not in charge of Big Shave. I know I've always been a big part. I've made documentaries on them. I've filmed it. I've done contests. That's Doug. I have asked to be part of the planning. Doug has kind of been very, that's my event. Fran and I manage it. I'm like, cool, no problem. So it's all Douglas Smythe from Phoenix Artisan. I've told Douglas, hey, let's ready. Let's do another Big Shave. It's up to Doug. I thought about doing my own years ago, but I see how much work it is. I'm happy to participate. I'm happy to contribute. He's got it all figured out, all the details. Ask Doug. Pressure him. Put the pressure on Doug, because I would like to see one too. All right, let's go back to the comments here. How do I do this? Okay, here we go. Will you do a video for the meetup? Yeah, we're going to have 2 video people there, so we're actually going to tape the whole thing and maybe do some live, and then we'll probably put a little video out summarizing it. So I have to hear your suggestions on the best starter for safety razor. We have a video for the best starter razor. I would say a Gillette Super Speed, a DE89 or a Merkur 34. Get something that a bunch of people use. It's a classic. It's a Goldilocks. It's not too aggressive, not too mild. Start there. If you like it, it will not be your last safety razor. So don't think I have to buy the ultimate one for my first one. Just get started. Is a Rolls razor a good one for preventing ingrown hairs? I've never used a Rolls. I can't comment on that. Any kind of thicker blade can help with ingrown hairs though. Beard wash favorites, do you use them? I've used them on camera. I've used them for review videos. At home, I do not. I'll be really honest. I don't use a beard wash at home. I don't have a long, thick beard. If it starts getting, scraggly or feeling really rough or like there's something in it, I just use my shampoo that I use up here. I just put some shampoo in it when I'm in the shower. That's all I do. If you have a lot more beard, maybe you want to invest in a beard wash. We sell some like Parasso. I've used it for camera. It's nice on camera. I can't say with authenticity that I've used it at home. Use the RE polishing cloth and it worked wonderfully well. Can it be used on Envoy? You could. It's meant to burnish metal basically, and so it's really meant for plated surfaces. It's not going to hurt the Envoy, but it's probably not going to do anything fantastic. What I really need to do, and I've talked about doing it, I need to just sit down and do it, is get some 3M, like the blue 3M pad. That would actually probably be the best thing because you could actually replicate that brush finish like on the top cap. And I thought about getting like little blue 3M squares and selling little blue squares for brush finishing touch up. It won't hurt the Envoy, the yellow polishing cloth, but it's not going to really do what you think it's going to do. Maybe on the guard, it could help polish the guard. But with a cap, we use a 3M blue brush wheel to get that brush finish on the top cap. So that's that. Okay, 1 minute left. Hello from Italy, Marco. 1 minute, 1 minute. I'm happy to answer any of your questions before I'm going to get dressed in my real work clothes, and I'll get to the office or the workshop way late today. That's okay. Happy to do something like this. Again, we're going to try to do live videos at least once a month. And hopefully next time you see me in HD with our fancy new camera, I just have to get it all set up and configured to do. And we're going to try to do simulcast to Facebook and to YouTube at the same time so we can grab both audiences. Because we have a big presence in both areas, but my phone can only do one. If only there was a mobile app that could do it from your phone to multiple devices, but I haven't seen that. You have to use a camera and a laptop to do that. And that's fine. We'll try to do that. I have to bring it in my bathroom here. So... But yeah, I've had a great shave. My face, honestly, the other benefit of cold water and menthol is once your face goes back to room temperature, it actually feels even closer. So I'm having like a really nice, like, you know that feeling when your finger gets almost like stuck and it's so smooth? Yeah, that's what I got going on. So it's officially been 30 minutes. I'm going to sign off. This was great. Again, console release February 12th or before. Arizona Shavers Meetup February 26th at Razor Emporium. And we're going to have a special guest, Lee Layton from WSP will be there. In fact, I just put a big order in for WSP, so we'll start stocking WSP again. And he'll come out and kiss babies and shake hands. That's all I got. Matt from Razor Emporium signing off. Check us out on YouTube. We have tons of videos. Check us on Facebook, our Instagram page. Thank you guys for everything. I appreciate all of your love and support. And we'll see you next time at Razor Emporium for all things vintage shaving.